will alleviate their suffering and bring smile to the faces of farmers. The beneficiaries of the program, who included Prince Alawode Adebayo and Farmer Chairperson State Chapter Mrs. Afusat Aliu, appreciated both the federal and state government for the relief materials. In attendance with the Commissioner for Interior, Mr. Lawa Olaniyi, his counterpart from Agriculture, Mr. Adedayo Adewole, among other dignitaries. Adibare Jimakide, OSBC News.
5 settlers in Okeosho and its environs have described Governor Adegboyega Oyetola as a man of reputable character with a vision of making Osun the food basket of the southwest of the country. They made the statement during a rural engagement meeting with the special advisor to the governor on civic engagement, Honorable Latubosun Oyetiloye in Osogbo South Local Government Area Development Council. The report is presented from our studio.
Residents in Oshara, Okeosho Farm Settlement, Ajeneshua, Lasimi, and Irepodun, all in Osogbo South Local Council Development Area, who are predominantly farmers, converged in multiples to welcome the representative of the governor, Honorable Latubosun Oyetiloye, and his entourage. Speaking, Baale of Okeosho and Oshara, Chief Assis Taufik and Chief Olayiwola Yusuf, as well as political bigwigs in Osogbo South LCDA, commended Governor Oyetola for providing portable water, maternity center, 33 kVA transformer, and intervention funds for their women, which has positively impacted the lives of the community. They, however, urged the state government to consider them for more value-added benefits in terms of construction and rehabilitation of the...
Down the lane, Nigeria is still like a vehicle struggling to climb a hilly road with its struggling economy. Mass unemployment, overstretched and poorly maintained infrastructure, epileptic power supply, poor earth delivery, among others, and many Nigerians have had to seek fortunes elsewhere. At independence, all eyes were on the most populous black nation, but now countries like Ghana, Rwanda, and Cote d'Ivoire have all overtaken Nigeria. A financial analyst, Yinka Andrews, attributes the challenges confronting the country to include, among others, high level of insecurity and lack of commitment on the part of successive leaders, corruption, and mismanagement of resources.
Security has bastardized a lot of profits that Nigeria will have recorded. So, except Nigeria really team up with this government in all its efforts to put faith to this, it may continue, I'm afraid. I'm not a prophet of doom, but we have to try and support this government so that we can put a stop to all this. We have a monolithic economy. Our major source of revenue is collectible from crude oil. Taxation would have been better, but Nigerians don't pay tax. Can the issue of VAT now coming the problem? So,
as the saying goes, that no condition is permanent, Andrews is of the view that there could be a change if miners of the nation's resources are committed to reviving its battered economy.
Agriculture, we should look at our agri so that food can have food security. Health facilities, we will make sure that health is cheap. To access health is cheap. Either primary, secondary, or tertiary aspect of health facility. To move away from academic education to technical education. The world is changing. The way we do our education here is too academic. I don't like it. We should look for hands-on, what we can do with our hands.
It takes just a right turn at any second for a vehicle in the middle of nowhere to find its bearing. Adeyemi Abodeni, OSBC News.
Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, Governor Nyesom Wike, and the Inspector General of Police Alkali Baba Usman have arrived at Omagwa, Rivers State for the inauguration of the Nigerian Police Special Protection Unit Base 6. The facility, which was built by the Niger Delta Development Commission, is named after President Muhammadu Buhari. Also, Vice President Osinbajo's entourage was the Minister of Niger Delta Affairs, Senator Godswill Akpabio, among others. Deputy Speaker of Osun House of Assembly, Honorable Lufemi Popola, says Governor Adegboyega Oyetola remains an apostle of infrastructural development even as he turns 67. This is the submissions of the number 2 lawmaker in the state parliament while felicitating Governor Oyetola on his birthday. Honorable Bokbola described the 67th birthday of the governor as a celebration of a character that is committed to attaining unprecedented achievements. He held that the style and manner with which the state helmsman has been piloting the affairs of the state since he assumed office is incomparable. Honorable Bokbola maintained that examining the administration of Governor Oyetola, there is no doubt Mr. Governor has consistently met his obligations despite the lean resources at his disposal. The Borikme Buluwajuro representative and principal officer in the State Hallowed Chamber particularly extols the governor's unwavering commitment and dedication towards abolishing frivolous spending, a development which is said has been immensely helpful and rewarding in the area of prompt payment of salaries and pensioners. On behalf of inhabitants of Borikme Buluwajuro State Constituency, Honorable Bokbola pray God to grant Governor Oyetola many fruitful and resourceful years. In the meantime, the Association of Local Government Nigeria Algon Osun State Chapter has described Governor State of Osun, Mr. Adegboyega Oyetola, as a cool-headed man who God has sent to the state at a time when the masses needed someone that will come with a vision to continue to move the ship of the state forward. This is contained in a congratulatory message by the duo of the chairman and secretary of the association, Honorable Idowu Abiodun and Barrister Bisi Oladosho in Osogbo on the occasion of the celebration of the governor's birthday. The Algon chairman and secretary averred that since Governor Oyetola is in office, he has demonstrated unparalleled zeal and passion to develop the state, an attribute which they said has been made manifest through the series of developmental projects spread across the state. Algon prayed God to grant Mr. Governor the strength and wisdom to continue to steer the ship of the state in the right direction of unprecedented growth and development. Meanwhile, Chairman Forum of Vice Chairman in the state of Osho, Honorable Victor Olasukomi, is guest on El Laloro, an OSBC Radio current affairs personality interview program tomorrow afternoon. Honorable Olasukomi will speak on sundry issues bordering on politics and other related matters as Nigeria celebrates her 61st independence this week. Join the anchor, Kehinde Ajibade, and his guest, Honorable Victor Olasukomi, on El Laloro at 1:15 tomorrow afternoon. This is the news across the country coming to you from Osun State Broadcasting Corporation, Ile-Awiye Okebale Osogbo, Voice of the West. Now amid news message. Let togetherness be your watchword. Prince Adesina Oluwafemi Mayadenu has been appointed as the next Ereboro Ijesha in Atakumasa East Local Government Council Development Area. The approval by Governor of the State of Osho, Mr. Adegboyega Oyetola, was made during the State Executive Council in accordance with Section 20, so Section 1 of the Chief's Law, Cap 25, laws of the State of Osho, 2002. As stated by the Director of Chieftaincy Affairs, Mr. Bashir Olajipukpo, on behalf of the Coordinating Director of the Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, Mr. Kola Adedoku, indicates that the appointment has taken effect. The governor therefore admonished the new monarch of the ancient town to work harmoniously with all other royal fathers in a bid to maintain and sustain the existing peace that can guarantee all-round development in the state. All the communities in Matami Estate, Okebale, Osogbo have called on Governor Adegboyega Oyetola and all spirited individuals in Osogbo to come to the aid of residents of the communities who are daily being harassed by some individuals who claim to be members of Matami Reading House. The communities are Orisunbari, Ifesowapor, Arogumasa, Adejare, Imale Falafia, and Bolorunduro. Here are details.
Other communities are Orisunbari, Ifesowapor, Arogumasa, Adejare, Imale Falafia, and Bolorunduro in their joint meetings held under the chairmanship of Mr. Adebayo Akim Omo-Oduagba. The resident appealed to document to the authentic landowners, but to bring the dubious Arios who purchased a plot of land and later took 2 or more plots into bail. He disclosed that the ruling house is not.
The drum is an integral source of entertainment when talking about Yoruba traditional music. Drums like shakara, are also essential musical instruments in percussion family, especially within African culture and tradition. To this effect, Entertainment News Today explores the usefulness of shakara, a musical instrument that forms an important member of African percussion family. Adeshewa Uluwoporoku is our guide.
Yoruba traditional music is said to be percussive in nature, reason being that most often than not, African traditional music derived its source from percussion. Percussion musical instruments are in two forms, which are membramophones and gongs. The drum, that is membramophones, are grouped as ensembles. These include dundu ensembles, bata ensembles, ibembe ensembles, shekere ensembles, agogo ensembles, among others. Thematically, dundu ensembles comprises of iyailu, omeleako, omeleabo, sakara, gong, shekere, and sometimes agogo. Focus is on sakara, which is a member of dundu ensembles. Sakara is a shallow drum with a circular body made with baked clay. The clay shell is perhaps 10 inches in diameter and 1.5 inches deep, sloping inward funnels-wise towards the back. The skin is secured to the shell with twin and sewn using pegs around its body. The sakara originally comes from Nigeria and is played using traditional frame hand drum technique by holding the drum in one hand and simultaneously muting and releasing the skin with the same hand and striking the head with the other hand in various locations. The drummer is able to attain many different sounds. The Yoruba use sakara drum for a variety of purposes which are played during Yoruba festivities and celebrations. Sakara drum is an important instrument in Were music. It is used to call Muslims to feast and prayer during Ramadan. Were music gave birth to Fuji music. Reporting, Adeshewa Oluwoporoku, OSBC.
Many have been fed dead when a mining site collapsed in Ayin, local government area of Benue State today. Mining activities have been going on in the area for years, but it could not be confirmed if they were licensed by the federal government or not. A youth who was at the mining site told newsmen in the incident occurred in a settlement called Duejime near Ayin when the deep gully suddenly collapsed. And now talking sport, Minister of Youth and Sports Development, Mr. Sunday Dare, has praised the D Tigers for doing the nation proud. Adeyemi Abodin reports.
Minister of Youth and Sport Development, Sunday Dare, has poured encomiums on Nigeria's senior women basketball team, the Tigers, on their victory at the 2021 FIBA AfroBasket Championship in Cameroon. The Nigerian Queens captured their third consecutive AfroBasket Championship titles on Sunday after beating Mali by 70 to 59 points in the final. An elated sport minister said Nigeria's victory was a confirmation of a dominance of the sport in Africa, saying the country needs to sustain the momentum. Meanwhile, Minister of Sport Development, Sunday Dare, has said that the unprecedented achievement of basketball in the last few years has changed the trajectory of Lebanon, Nigeria, a football nation. At a reception for the victorious D Tigers at the VIP lounge of Moshood Abiola Stadium, Abuja, Dare said the team has made history by winning the AfroBasket title 3 consecutive times. He appreciated the team for putting Nigeria on the global map of basketball. Since the inception of Sunday Dare as sport minister, the national football teams have failed to win any major titles at international competition they have participated in, including FIBA Under-17, Under-20, and Senior Women's and Men's Football Championship. Nigeria's youngest gold medalist, Deborah Quickpen, has emerged winner of the Africa Under-20 Youth Chess Championship in Ghana. The 9-year-old Bayelsa-born chess prodigy, who amassed 8 points, defeated Tunisia Asne Abra in a ninth and final game to be crowned champion ahead of 19 others drawn from other African nations. Quick Pen has now made history as the youngest female chess player to bag a woman candidate master title after a feat. The multiple medalist was among the 2 Nigerians selected to participate in the competition alongside others from Ghana, Kenya, Egypt, Tunisia, and South Africa. Deborah is ranked 7th in Africa and 1st in West Africa after the chess championship in Namibia 2 years ago. The management of Rangers International Football Club of Enugu, otherwise known as the Flying Antelopes, have concluded plans to unveil new players that have put pen to paper to help the team achieve its set target in the fast approaching 2021-2022 football season. The general manager of the Enugu-based side, Davidson Owumi, said 7 new players will be joining 19 others retained by the technical crew. And Warri Wolf Football Club have also appointed Samson Omikmanle as their new technical advisor ahead of the 2020-2021 Nigeria National League campaign. A statement by Warri Wolves described Omikmanle as an experienced tactician whose knowledge of the Nigerian National League precedes him. Omikmanle was a former coach of Ekiti United. After scoring against his side, the manager of Cagliari FC of Italy, Walter Mazzari, has described Super Eagles striker Victor Osimhen as a phenomenon. The former Wolfsburg striker opened the scoring for Napoli in their 2-0 win against Cagliari on Sunday and ensured that they maintained their position on the top of the table. Osimhen has scored 5 goals in the last 3 games for Napoli, including a brace against Leicester City in the UEFA Europa League. Sport Update returns tomorrow. My name is Adeyemi Abodering.
And now to end the news across the country, here again now the major points. Governor State of Osun, Mr. Adegboyega Oyetola, has commenced the distribution of agriculture relief materials to farmers whose crops were affected by flood in year 2020. Entertainment news today explored the importance of shakara, a musical instrument in Nigerian traditional music. And many have feared death today when a mining site collapsed in Benue State. That was the news across the country, put together by Timitokwe Olajuwola and delivered by Olushayo Babatunde. Thanks for listening. Good evening.
From Osogbo to Lagos, from Lagos